Good morning, everyone. It's me, Gail DiBiase. I do have an Etsy shop that I sell the things that I show on my videos on YouTube here. And it is www.mysweetvintagehome.etsy.com. And you'll find most of the stuff up to this point that I have done in videos. If I've missed something, please let me know in the comments. And feel free to ask me anything that you would like. One thing I'm going to say before I get started is I take medication. I take a medication that is drying. It dries me out. And my mouth gets so dry that I chew gum or candy always when I'm talking to people. I'm sorry and I apologize. It's not the classiest thing to do. But if I don't, my lips will be, melded together, and you guys won't be able to understand the thing that I'm saying. I will be mumbling all the time. So excuse me and forgive me for my gum chewing. I don't mean to chomp. I know it's not classy. Okay, thanks for your understanding. Okay, today I am going to show you what I got last Friday from 2 GOODWills I went to. Sorry I have not posted them before now, but I've been working on getting my thrift shop stuff posted onto Etsy. And I don't like to release a video here until I'm ready to move on to the next whatever I'm going to post. So my first thing I'm going to post, I love these, and they're kind of not all that pretty, but I mean, they are and they aren't. They're etchings done by a local man who lived in Cape Cod. I believe in Yarmouth Martha's Vineyard. He did all kinds of local sketches of local places. And this one is, what's it say? North Water Street, Edgartown. And the name of the guy was, what is it? Clyde Goth, I think. Is that what I have written down? Clark Goth. Clark M. Goth. And they're very detailed. And if you can see the frames, they are old frames and they're beat up. But I think that just makes them all the more precious. And then I have this one that is Methodist Campground, Oak Bluffs. This is Martha's Vineyard too. So these are 2 of his works. And all of his scenes, basically, that he painted or etched or sketched or whatever you want to call it. And I'll show you the backside too. They're just old frames. But you know what? How cute would these look? Hung side by side, or, up above each other or side by side. I love them. I've been thinking about a place I can put them till I sell them. But anyway, yeah, I love those. It's beautiful. They're going on my shop today. Let's see, and they were probably painted around the mid-20th century, or maybe a little earlier, going on, when he was actually doing his paintings or his sketchings, or I guess it's pen and paper. I don't know what it's exactly done, and it does look like it's pen, but it could be pencil. No, I'd say most of it's pen. Yeah, it's pen. I don't know. It's neat. There's so many tiny, tiny, tiny little lines in there. It's crazy. Let's see. The next thing I have is, I love this, because you know me. I love roses. It's a metal frame, that's done in the turquoise. The bottom of the basket is wicker. It does not have any maker's marks on the bottom, which is kind of sad. I was hoping it would. And the handle is the iron again, and then with some wicker woven around the top, wicker, rattan, whatever you want to call it. And it has roses, adorns the whole thing. How beautiful are they? And I believe, yeah, they're silk roses that have just been, something has been put on them probably to strengthen them a little bit, you know, to have them more durable for something like this. And then there are some spots of, you know, different wicker or some kind of grasses or something woven in. I think this is beautiful. I'm so happy when I saw this. It's like, I don't know, it's just a dream come true to me. So I'm so happy I get to share it for a while. I love it. I debated whether to keep it, and then I'm like, Gail, you can't keep every cottage core, rose, or whatever that comes into your life, because I'll have I'll have way too many to display them all. So anyway, this late 20th century, probably not real old, but still very pretty, very pretty. Someone probably hand strung these roses. It looks like it. They're hand strung through the patterns of the, you know, of the basket. Anyway, that is going on my Etsy shop. Okay, if it isn't vintage, then it's definitely vintage inspired, or, you know, something like that. So, all right, now I have these two. One thing I told you last time, and it remains true, is that I love botanicals, herbs, or whatever. These are two botanical herb. I don't know if you can see that. They have the maker's mark on the back. They were probably put out sometime between 1950 and 1970. At least that's what it tells me. They're made by, it says botanical herbs, hand painted. So they're a hand painted collection, and they're from Tabletop Unlimited. And as I combed them, it seemed to tell me that they probably were put out between the 1950s to the 1970s. So that's a pretty good thing. And they're ceramic or porcelain, botanical herb designs. And they do have, this one especially has a lot of cracking in the glazing, but that's supposedly just to, you know, to authenticate. Usually that authenticates that they are older, because the glazing is starting to crack. This one doesn't seem to, yeah, it has a little bit, I guess. Anyway, those are going in my shop. And I have this vintage picture frame. It has a thing on the back to hang it. It looks in good shape. I think it's resin. When I looked it up and did comps, it said it was wood, but it's not wood. It's resin. It's resin. It could be vintage. Probably is a reproduction, you know, vintage inspired is my guess. It is, you know, definitely antique inspired, definitely. It is made of resin, I believe. It's in a Victorian style. Go with a lot of cottage core and farmhouse and stuff like that. Three pictures. It looks like the back that stands it up came off, but it does have the hanging one, and it's very ornate. It's got a lot of ornateness, all ornate. Is that a word? It's got a lot of ornate stuff all around it and around the frame. 3 pictures can go in it. Anyway, that's going on my shot. I have another one that's really cool. I love this. This green bottle. Look at it. It's so out of shape. When I saw it, I'm like, I have to get that. It's hand blown. And it's a glass bottle, and they have ridges that go around that way. Let me see. It said probably 1990 to early 2000s that these were made, and they were made by, let me see, I got to get the name right. Costa Boda Gunnel Salin. That is a Swedish glassmaker. So they came from Sweden. These that were like this are called the natural series, because see how they're just like bulbous. They go in here and then out over here. As you turn them, they change, which is kind of cool. Top is good. Bottom's good. Natural series. Probably in 1990 to early 2000. 1990 to early 20th. So, yeah, yeah, I love it. I loved it when I saw it. I saw it the second I walked in Goodwill, and I made a beeline right to that rack because it was just so bright and pretty, and I just was like, yeah, I got to get that. So that is Costa Boda Gunnel Salin Swedish glassmaker, and it's called the Natural Series. All right, let's see what we got next. We have a blue plate. Not a blue plate, but a plate that's got some blues on it. Okay, I have this plate. It's got something on it. I have this plate. It's a small vintage floral plate. I mean, it's, might be 9 or 10 inches. Scallops around the edges. Some glaze cracking in here, which just authenticates its vintageness. It does. I just found right this second. I didn't think it had anything, but it has a little chip right there in the white. It looks to me like whoever had this, it has some holes in the very top. Looks like they have wire that they strung in there, or wire that came in it, and it hung on the wall. Has no markings on the back, so I have no idea who it was made by. So, yeah, don't know. I have this vintage small serving platter. It's just small, and it's made by Home Household Institute, and this is the Priscilla line with this pattern. It's scalloped around the edge. It has gold around the edge. Homer, let's see if I can. Homer Laughlin's on there, and so is the Household Institute. If I could get it so it's still so you could see it. Yeah, so that's pretty nice. I didn't get a date on. I couldn't find a date on my comp. Oh, yep, I do. It says it looks like it came out between 1940 and 1950. At least that's when his works were most common. All right, let's see. I have a big serving platter, which is Vintage Crooksville China Company. And this is called Spring Blossom. It's an oval serving dish and prevalent during the 1930s to 1940s. Back is clean. I don't find any, I always try to go around them, so if I do find any, oh, I find a little chip right there. There is a little chip right there. Sorry. I didn't think it had any. It's called Spring Blossom. Okay, I have this next. This straw basket. It's probably made of some kind of natural wooden straw, like just straw, or, I don't know. Woven. It's woven, hand woven, obviously. I guess it would be straw, or, oh, come on, get off there. And it has some beautiful paper. This basket is small, as you can see. It's like a little, I don't know, little hand-carrying basket. Woven by hand. Yeah, you can tell. And these flowers, they're not porcelain, but I think they're paper mache. They're very firm. Yeah, I think they're paper mache. Nice basket, no holes in it or anything. No holes, no holes, no holes. Got a nice little handle going in my shop. Okay, I have another painting. Sorry, that's going to show if I put it there. Sorry, I try to put them out of my, so I can still show stuff. This is a love painting done by artist Cleve Love in 1999. It's 1999. It says love, and then it has a Bible verse here. And it was painted by Clive Loeb in 1999. I guess it has it down in one of the corners. This is going on my website. I have this hand-painted sugar and creamer. This was hand-painted by Kate Williams, and it's from the Global Design Collection. If you can see that, if I got it upside down, probably. Cute little set. Did once have a cover, I would say. Does have a tiny chip right there. Has a flower inside. Has the flowers around, which you know me and roses. Don't need to say more than that, do I? This has a little rose on the handle, which I think is adorable. Look at it. It has a rose inside. I don't think it does in the very, no, in the very bottom it doesn't, but the sugar cream it does. That's going on my shop. I guess Global Designs mostly put their creations out during 1940 to 1960, so it's at least that old. And it was hand-painted by Kate Williams. So very pretty. Roses with the pink stripe. All right, let's see what have I only have one or two more, I think. I won't keep you lovelies any longer than that. And okay. I saw this from one aisle over as I turned the corner, and I'm like, oh my. This is an antique, either silver or silver-plated vase or pitcher. They used to, you know, serve water or wine or whatever you want. It's like Art Deco, so it could even be as far back as the 1800s. I got to do a little more comping on this, a little more research, so I know exactly what I am. They did call it Art Deco, which I agree with them there. But it says it could go back several decades. So I want to do some more comping just to make sure what it is. So I inform you people with intelligence. Okay? And I think that is it for today. And I'm so glad I got to join you. And I hope you have a lovely hump day. And I will talk to you soon. If you feel any of my videos are of educational or informative or whatever, if you could please subscribe and like my videos, I would so appreciate it. It's not you don't have to. It's not mandatory. You don't have to. But if you like my videos, you think I'm, you know, fairly intelligent with my antiques and my vintage stuff, please like and subscribe. Okay, I will see you next time. Okay, great talking to you. Bye.